I'm Lyon and I'm running for president of RSG. I've already met many of you over the last week and a half here in what turns out to be some of the most intense campaigning I think Rhodes has ever seen. And I'd like to reiterate a couple of my points before this very important, I'd say critical election this Tuesday. I will be running against Jill Carr, and the election runoffs begin 12 a.m. actually on Monday, and they'll end 7 p.m. Tuesday. And just because I hope most of you all will vote, I'd like to set out a couple of reasons why Jill and I are not the same, why our platforms are actually very different. Over the past week and a half, as I've spoken, or as I've said to many of you in your organizations, I've been discovering that more and more people feel that RSG needs to be turned around, that it needs to be restructured in a way so as to better represent your needs and your concerns, because as it stands, honestly, those aren't being addressed. And the key way to test that is to ask yourself, when was the last time that an RSG representative actually came to you, and I do mean you personally, and asked, what can I do for you? What are you interested in? What are your issues, and how can I talk about that? How can we make that public? This is a really easy thing to do, and it's not being done. And out of the two candidates remaining, I'm the only one who's actually calling for a restructuring of RSG, who's calling for senators to work harder to better represent you, the student body at large, and all the interests that we have. I'm the only candidate who actually has experience when it comes to advocating for free speech, for addressing the fact that our speech codes are really bad on campus. And I've worked with the Committee on On-Campus Speech since its inception to try and turn those around. Again, there are only 4 senators on RSG who have done anything whatsoever on free speech, and I am one of those 4. I think because of this experience, and because I'm a head resident assistant, which has made me deal with administrators from every level, top to the bottom, on a pretty regular basis, I have the networks in place, I have the experience in place, and I know the way forward, which is the way that you, the student body, have told me, which is the way the people in the middle ground have told me, what I've heard over breakfast, what I've heard in organization meetings. I think we really have a chance to make this a very strong student government. At the same time, I think of the 2 candidates remaining, I'm the only one who actually, if you go to the Facebook groups and look at the bulleted points, has provided a very clear way forward that's been articulated with actual policy prescriptions, with actual detail. I'm not just talking about what I've done in the past, I'm talking about what we're interested in doing as a student body together in the future. I'm really, really excited that this issue, this campaign has become about issues. It's no longer just a popularity contest. People are asking, why can't I be heard? They're saying, this doesn't sound like a good policy. And I think that's something that really needs to happen at Rhodes. We all have the capacity to make very informed decisions and to turn our student body around and make it more cohesive and make it better, make it something to be proud of. So again, I'd like to thank you all so much for your support up to this point. I think this is a key, critical election. And I'd really value your support. Even if you don't support me, I'd encourage you to go out on Tuesday and vote and to continue the record turnout. Just to, in parting, I think the last thing I can say is I really do appreciate all the insight everyone's given me over the past week and a half. And even if I don't win, I very much look forward to the new issues and the new voices that are going to be put forward in a new restructured RSG. This is our day, and I think it's that we should use it well. So thank you again, and please remember to vote on Tuesday. Thanks.